Anaja.
Trayvon.
Presents Everyday Life in Anglo-Saxon England. What was life like in early Anglo-Saxon England? Religion. Praise Michael. Initially, Anglo-Saxons were pagans between the 5th and 8th centuries in the AD period. The Anglo-Saxons worshiped gods that represent aspects of everyday life. The Saxons were pagans when they came to England. As time passed, they were converted to Christianity. Many of the customs we have in England today came from pagan festivals. Pagans worshiped many gods. The gods they worshipped were Woden or Odin by the Vikings, the chief god. Two, Thornr or Thor by Vikings. Frigg and Istra, the spring goddess that was given the name Easter. Go ahead.
Woden, chief god, leader of the Wild Hunt. Woden's Wild Hunt was an event in religious lore in which Woden would travel through the 9 worlds to keep an eye on various ghostly groups of huntsmen that were once alive. Woden also had the title of chief god, meaning the highest of the Saxon pantheon. Saxon warriors would give tribute to Woden before battle for protection, trajectory, and strength.
Two story comes the legend of the Hernus wolf in the story. The wolf is tied up using an enchanted ribbon crafted by dwarves. Frightened that it would kill Woden, the wolf wouldn't let anyone touch him unless someone placed their hand in his mouth. Two agrees, but in doing so, he loses his right arm.
Thunr, god of thunder, storms, and lightning. Thunr is the son of Woden. At one point, his hammer is stolen by giants and had to dress as Freya, the goddess of love, not Frigg, to get his hammer back. And at the altar, Thunr is given the hammer, throws off his disguise, and beats up the giants. Thunr would slam his hammer on an anvil, and the sound of the impact would create thunder. The sparks of the hammer would create lightning.
Frigg, the revolved. Frigg was the embodiment of what the Anglo-Saxons viewed as love, hence she is often associated with fertility and marriage. Frigg is also the wife of Woden and the mother of Balder, the god of light. Frigg would aid farmers in growing crops, eventually glistening the name Mother Earth. She was also a tribute to the health of new berries. Society. The Anglo-Saxons was divided into 3 parts: the Thanes, the upper class; the Churl, the middle class; and the Thralls, the lower class. The Thanes are men who held land granted by the king or military noblemen. The Churls were men, specifically a husband, but the word soon came to be known as like a non-servant or peasant. The Thralls were just slaves and peasants.
Leisure. When they were not fighting, the Anglo-Saxons' hobbies were dice, board games, playing chess, horse racing, hunting, playing instruments like the harp, and juggling. They grew major crops like wheat, oats, rye, and barley. The other foods they ate were peas, beans, and lentils. Honey was used as a sweetener and was also used to make an alcoholic beverage called mead.
And here's our works cited page, and we are finished.
Da-da-da-da.
Bye.